Do you enjoy playing on luxurious backgammon boards? If so, keep watching because in this video, I'm discussing some of the most beautiful boards you'll find, MK backgammon boards. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my great pleasure to be conducting an interview with Mehmet and Koray Agirbas from MK Backgammon Boards. Hello and welcome.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, Alex.
How are you doing tonight?
Great. Nice to see you.
Excellent.
Great.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. For the viewers, I first found out about your boards by watching them on the Atlanta tournament live stream, and they were just beautiful. So I'm very excited to have you. I'm excited to be talking about your boards. I'd like to start with a little background biographical information, if I may. Please tell us where you were born and raised.
Well, I am Mehmet Agirbas, as you said. I was born in Turkey, 1968, and I was there until I was 19, and then went to England, did some studies, computer science over there, and came to US in 1995, and did some MBA studies over here in Ohio State, and went all over the world. But for the last 6, 7 years, again, I'm back in Atlanta in US.
Very good.
Basically, I did computer studies, but for the last 6, 7 years, we're selling cars along with my brother as our main job.
Very good. So you're in the Atlanta area, correct?
Correct. We're
Wonderful.
in Marietta,
Yeah.
near Atlanta area.
Just
Yeah, it's like northwest of
20 miles
Atlanta, right?
north of Atlanta. Correct.
Very good, very good. Well, I'm excited to talk a lot about backgammon. Before you do that, what kinds of hobbies do you have outside of backgammon, if anything?
Well, I like photography, watching movies, sometimes doing painting, although I don't have much time recently. But I like traveling as well. Me and my wife, we go all over the world, and of course cars, being
Yes,
job and hobby. But on the list, I guess backgammon is number one.
yes, yes. I'm the same way. So how did you first get into backgammon?
Well, we're both from Turkey, and in Turkey, when you're born, you gotta learn backgammon. But although it's backgammon, it's a street backgammon, I call it. It doesn't have the modern backgammon qualities or the rules. Very close to it, but not quite the same. So I learned backgammon when I was 5. And how about you?
Maybe 4 or 5 years old. Yeah.
But really playing the true backgammon, I'd say since 2010. It's been 14 years. Up until
Yeah.
that time, we were playing something, but not really backgammon.
I feel it's the same game, just the rules are slightly different because when I grew up, I grew up the same. We didn't have a doubling cube. We didn't have a triple backgammon. The opening player can roll doubles on the first roll. So there are some variations, right?
It's exactly the same rules that what I call a street backgammon. It's the same
In Turkey.
rules in Turkey, exactly the same.
In Turkey, they call it tavla, right?
Correct.
Exactly. And in
Yeah,
Iran,
yeah.
is it called sheshbesh?
They call it
Especially in
shesh,
Israel.
it's called tahtener. The tahta is like tavla, which means table.
Tahtaner.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Tahtaner.
yeah, it's like it's in our blood. So what would you say you enjoy the most about backgammon?
It's one of those, um, whatever you want to call it, sports, game, entertainment, that you can start anytime, at any age. You can start at the age of 70 and you can still be successful at it. There are not that many competitive sports or games that you can pick up later on in the life and be competitive at it. It's mainly mental. It doesn't require a lot of power or stamina. And if you spend enough time, you can be one of the top players in the world. So that that I find it very exciting. And having the roots, we just need to polish it up. What do you think?
Same way, and I also meet a lot of people, and I have very very good friends. It's a little bit close community, and everybody is taking care of everybody, and that part also makes me still continue to play. I enjoy it, and I travel a lot also through backgammon.
We get to know a lot of new people, as Koray mentioned, and you get to see new places. With the backgammon excuse, you got to do you get out of your usual routine. It's a hobby. You meet people, you get excited, you win, you lose. Each one has its own feelings and emotions. So backgammon makes you live your life better.
Exactly.
That's true. So where have you traveled for backgammon that you've enjoyed?
In Turkey, which I stayed some part of my life in there. I traveled most of the places, cities, and obviously northern Cyprus, which has entertains or hosts one of the biggest tournaments in the world, around 700 people or so. Um, Other than that, in US, I guess I've been to maybe 15, 20 cities, been to San Louis, San Antonio, Vegas, Chicago, Cleveland, Detroit,
Miami,
Miami,
Miami.
Atlanta, of course. I haven't been to
New
New
York.
York. I
I've been.
haven't. Have
Really?
you been to New
Yeah,
York?
I've been twice. Yeah.
I want to go to New York this year for sure, but I haven't. Los Angeles, I haven't been for a backgammon tournament. I know you're from LA, right?
Right, right. We're having a big tournament coming up, so we'd love to have you maybe this year or another time. And New York has a very good tournament as well in January.
Right.
Yes. So it just allows us to go to these tournaments and going to Jamaica or other country tournaments. I just said Jamaica is one of the most known tournaments out there. It's very easy to go from this side of the world as well. Again, meeting new people, getting excitement, and everybody talks the same language. It's backgammon, no matter where you're from, which country you're from, what is your mother tongue, or what language you speak. You play backgammon and it's got its own language, its own rules and regulations that everybody adheres to. You can talk as much or as little as you want. It's kind of like art, things without actually saying it. Backgammon is in a way an art that you can play with someone that you never met in your life and still share the same passion and affection.
Yes, it brings people together from all over the world. Uh, I told you I have a Turkish friend who plays with us, but also I have uh, Greek friends, Armenian friends, and it's very difficult to find people from those three countries all together. But in backgammon, they come together and they play, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. Uh,
Exactly.
This is the website, and as I said, I first saw your boards at the Atlanta tournament, and they were absolutely stunning. So I wanted to spend the majority of the time showcasing your beautiful boards, and I'll go through the website and click on the various things. And while we're doing that, we can talk about the boards, and I'll ask you some various questions. But this is the homepage of the website, and I'll scroll down so people can see. Here, there are basically three sections. We'll look at the Georgia boards, which are here, the Florida boards, which are here, and then the accessories, which are the furthest down. But I'll go through them one at a time because they're absolutely beautiful. And what I'll do is I'll click on one of them at a time, and I'll zoom in so people can see that. And I'll basically go through, and while we're doing this, I'll ask you some questions about this. So this is the Georgia collection. The first question I have is, how did you decide to start making these beautiful boards?
Well, we are into backgammon and we're playing backgammon all the time, and it increases the excitement, I should say, when you change your board and start playing with a board, or from time to time I am playing with someone else's board who's better than mine, and I admire it, and I say I wish I had one of those boards as well. In the end, I said, why don't I make my own board? Because the ones that I liked were expensive, thousands of dollars, which I couldn't afford. So I said, why don't I make my own board? So in my garage, I thought this could be an easy task. It can't be more complicated than making a small chest of drawers or a table. But in actual fact, it was. So um, I wanted to get originally the idea came up that me and my brother trying to get a board that we can play ourselves, that we can enjoy playing, which has nice checkers, nice feeling, nice touch, which would give us excitement. But then I found out it wasn't that easy to make a nice board at home. So we said, how we've got a lot of connections in Turkey, and we wanted to see if it is possible to get our own boards. And not only would we enjoy ourselves playing with these nice boards, we could make it reasonably priced that everybody can enjoy and appreciate the same boards. This is how it came out while we're discussing it within the business.
And how long have you been making these boards now?
Well, as a matter of fact, they virtually arrived a couple of days before Atlanta tournament. Uh, Almost the truck arrived to the tournament side from the port. But it
Okay.
started, I'd say, about 6 months ago.
Wow. So are they manufactured in the United States or in Turkey or where?
They are manufactured in Turkey, but I
Ah,
believe some parts of it, because it's coming with precision dice, although the ones in the picture are not precision, it's actually coming with precision dice, and Florida is coming with a doubling cube. I think those cubes and precision dice, and maybe some of the hardware is manufactured in China, but the
okay.
boards are made in Turkey. So they
Okay.
came from Turkey.
Okay. So this is the final board that we're looking at in the Georgia collection. So tell us about the Georgia boards, please.
Georgia boards are made with leather, but they call it vegan leather, and they are 20. When they're closed, they are 23-inch by 15-inch and 3.5-inch high, and when it's open, it is 29.7-inch wide when open. They are called tournament size. It's got obviously 30 checkers with metal rings and same leather as the outside. This one has white and black checkers. The cubes are also made to match the colors, as you can see out there. And the cups are slightly longer than usual. And make sure we want to make sure that it's got the small at the opening small part that makes the dice roll when it's coming
Right.
out.
The triplet. Yeah.
It's made also with velvet inside, printed, not stitched. The ones that we've seen sometimes, if it is stitched, it doesn't slide through smoothly. So we wanted the feel of sliding it. Yes, this metal ring checkers wasn't our idea, but it's one of those checkers that we enjoy playing with. But what we did is sometimes some other brands have these checkers, and I found it too heavy to play with. So they are approximately 90 to 95 grams, but ours is 50. So it's half the weight, but still the same full amount of pleasure and feeling that goes with it.
Right. Standard checkers are usually 20 or 30 grams, right?
Correct. But P40 has checkers which are about 95, sometimes
Oh, yes.
100 grams. And it makes you tired, and it makes you
I know. I
um,
know.
you don't want to move. And at least this is my own personal feeling. I don't want to offend P40
Abs
lovers either, but this is my personal feeling. So we want to design something. It is nice looking, nice feeling, but not as so heavy.
Yeah.
So we've designed these.
And
And
also, I own also P40 before my own board with on boards.
yes,
It's very very heavy to carry also in the airports.
it can
After
be. It can be, yeah.
yes, and after walking like 15-20 minutes, you feel like, oh, I can't do that anymore. And
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to put my board in the luggage, so a couple of times it's really destroyed. So this is easy to carry in the airports. It's as you said, as my brother said, it's nice feeling, but it's much lighter.
Yeah, and one of the things I noticed is this is so beautiful. I think the metal rim checkers are really beautiful, especially when you put them on the board. They're very visible, and I really like that there's a slot uh, for the cups because otherwise they kind of roll around when you're carrying them. And you said the surfaces are velvet and they're printed. Is that correct?
That is correct. Surface is velvet. It is printed on top of it. High quality velvet. Okay, that's MK Gammon, our
Right.
logo out there. And once we decided that we want to make these, there are so many colors. I mean, you wouldn't believe, but there are 7, 8 color selections you have to make for each board. And what I did a small survey amongst the people around me. I did come up with maybe 100 different selections, and I asked people to choose which one is your favorite, which one's your second favorite, third favorite, and based on those selections, we did come up with these colors. Obviously, it's customizable for the future. We can change those colors, add, subtract, but I mean, the way we come up with these colors wasn't, oh, let's do this. I actually did come up with a huge selection and ask people opinion, and it was kind of a survey. And in the end, these colors won. So we went ahead and did them. That is Florida Red.
Yeah, so now we're in the Florida collection. It looks like there are some differences between the Florida collection and the Georgia ones. Please tell us the differences.
Well, it's still a vegan leather, but it is a crocodile-shaped vegan leather.
Yes.
The checkers are resin, very high quality resin, but the biggest difference with these checkers and the others is it is two-sided. Basically, one side is concave, they call it finger dish, and the other side is flat. Sometimes people, especially in some tournaments, check the Dyson checkers are allowed or not allowed, and or some people have preference. For example, me and my brother, I prefer the concave or finger dish type of checkers, and my brother hates it. He wants to play with flat. So we said, why don't we come up with something that will satisfy everybody's needs? Whatever you want to play with, you have it. You just turn it around
Exa
and it becomes that. I have one here. Maybe I can show here as well. You see, this is the concave side of it. As you see, the finger dish is here. But when you turn it over, this is completely flat.
And on this image that we're seeing here, these red ones look like this part looks like finger dish, is that right?
Well, some of them are finger dish, some
And
of
then
them are
this looks
not,
like it's
are
flat
flat.
on
The
this one.
top parts is flat. Uh, the bottoms are finger dish.
You can see the
When we were
reflection.
taking the picture, possibly we want to show both sides. Obviously, if you
Yes.
want to play mixed, you can. If you want to play with one side, you can do that too.
And some people don't mind it at all.
Yeah, but it's the same color on both
Some
sides.
people don't
Doesn't
mind.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah, and correct.
Correct.
Correct. And to the best of my knowledge, only Jeff Parker has this mold other than us, and no other company as of now has this functionality. The thing is also the checker size. Checker size on Florida is 43 millimeter. I don't know what it comes down to in inches, less than 2 inch, but the metal checkers are 44. So there's a tiny bit of a difference between the two, between Georgia checkers and Florida checkers. 1 millimeter, which is tiny, but it has a difference. This one I got inspired by Karen Davis. She's a
Oh,
huge
I now I
supporter.
see. I can tell. That's beautiful.
I must admit this the inspiration is coming from her. She always have her purple in pink board she brings to all tournaments. I have seen that, and I kind of similar to those colors. We've made some minor changes here and there, but basically it, it just emphasizes, or it is intended for the woman herself, to woman playing backgammon, and she's working very hard for it. I really appreciate that. And we said maybe we can chip in as well, and we put one of those boards that the women players may enjoy more. So those colors were selected for that. To be perfectly honest, this Florida blue is one of my favorite colors.
Oh,
I got two boards for myself after the goods arrived, and one of them is this one.
beautiful. I mean, I love the leather on the outside. Looks like it's textured. And this one, it shows the checkers are in a single row of 15 in the tray, whereas in the Georgia there were 3 rows of 5. And also in the Georgia collection, there was a slot for the dice cups, but here you just put them in the board.
You just put them in the board. That is correct.
Yeah, yeah. Are the doubling cubes different
Now,
in the
when we
Florida
took
collection?
these pictures, well, basically what happened is the manufacturer couldn't find the precision dice and the double and cube we've asked for.
Oh,
So they packaged it this way. But in
okay.
actual fact, when you order these, all boards, including Georgia and Florida, comes with 4 precision dice. We try to put in matching colors or close to it anyway. Or if we're in a tournament and we have all the dice box, we allow people to select 4 colors, any one they want. And there is one double and cube comes with it. I think I have a sample here. We've got these double and cubes, which this is translucent and have 7, 8 colors of it, 30 millimeter double and cube. And this is also translucent, and this is what we call a marble. They all have different colors. For Florida, we include one of these in it, as well as 4 precision dice. Whereas Georgia comes with its own doubling cube, metal one that goes matches with the checkers, but we still include 4 precision dice, tournament standard precision dice, to go with it. We probably need to take all these pictures again with the dice and cubes, but at least thanks to you, we have the opportunity to mention that that they will come. All Florida comes with one 30 millimeter cube and 4 precision dice, and likewise the others as well. Just one other thing, the sides are very similar, but Georgia is 23 inches and Florida is 21 inches. So it's about
Okay.
2 inches shorter.
So how many checkers can you fit across from one side to the other side on each? Is it 12, 13, 11?
I think it's 12 and a half that you fair.
Uh-huh.
Let me check. I have it
Yeah.
here with me. and I'll
Oh,
answer
good.
for sure.
And while you're looking at that, do you happen to remember off the top of your head the weight of these boards? You said they were lighter weights.
I'm sorry?
The weight.
The weight you
The
said they're
weight,
lighter weight, right?
lighter in weight, yeah, but I didn't check the weight, which I can.
Okay,
Uh,
we'll find it. No problem.
it fits 12, 11 and a half.
Okay, very good, very good. And so these were all the boards that we looked at. It looks like there were 5 in the Georgia, 5 in the Florida. The colors are beautiful. And I really like the contrast. It makes it easy to see, and there are different colors for different tastes. So that's fantastic. And next we'll go to the accessories section because it looks like in addition to the boards that come with the checkers and cubes and everything, you sell accessories independently as well. Is that correct?
That is correct. What we wanted to do is with the boards, obviously, the main colors, we've decided that. But checkers should be something that if more people want to change it or get it as separately, or by changing the checkers, sometimes it gives you the feeling of a new board as well. And
Yes.
I said, why don't we go ahead and order some spare checkers as well? So we've ordered a few hundred sets of checkers with all different colors.
Unbelievable.
These are some small selection. We've got almost all colors possible.
Wow.
So if people want to have different colors, then they can have it.
And I saw you had one of them, I don't remember which one, but I have a board where the background is gray and the points are black and white. And when you have that, you can put any checker color you want and mix and match. So you could do that with this one. Uh, but this is where
Exactly.
they order it, right? So it's $60 for these ones. And how do you select the
Correct.
color? Do they have to send you a message?
They can text us, send us a message. The thing is, although we're going through the website isn't complete yet. It is under
Okay,
kind
okay.
of construction. But we had so much pressure from people. They put it up, put it up. If somebody wants to get checkers, they can contact us and we can give them the full selection of the colors. I think we've got about 25 different colors for each checkers.
Wow, wow. And I didn't mention this, but the pricing is very competitive for this type of quality.
Exactly.
This is and it's on sale, it looks like right now, but this is very competitive pricing for the quality that you get. So let's go to the next one, the double-sided resin checker. So this is the one that you were saying one side is the concave or finger dish and the other side is flat. So we can see
Correct.
some of
They
this,
are
maybe this is
produced with
clearer.
high quality resin. It's a kind of plastic, but stronger and doesn't get destroyed or broken. By the way, my wife just AJ just told me that the big boards, Georgia boards, are 5.6 kilogram. It's just slightly under 12 pounds, and
Okay,
the others are around 10 pounds or 11 pounds
yes.
range, 10.5 pounds.
So
So
that's good for
it's
travel.
again much lighter than the others. Yeah, these are again, we've got about 30 colors of these checkers as well. If people want to have a spare set of checkers and change the color from time to time, I mean, playing with the same colors, no matter what they are, could be boring after a while. And you may want to have a few sets of spare checkers and remove those and put the other ones in. Gives you the feeling of a brand new backgammon board. Again, we will add the colors into these and people will be able to select them. It gives enough information, but it's still under construction.
Yes, and the price point is so competitive, they could just buy another board.
Exactly.
That was the main idea when we started this one. We want everybody own nice board with affordable prices. And we just thought, how can we do that? So we mainly work on it. Nice boards affordable prices so everyone can purchase.
And this is a box where you can put your dice?
Yes, but this is my wife's business. When we were doing the
Wow.
business along with my brother, she said, "What about me?" So I said, "Why don't we do this box business?" And this is a dice box with four. It can accommodate up to four boxes, four dice. But what she does is she laser engraves that with your initials or whatever you want on it. So that's actually not just a dice box, it is a personalized laser engraved dice box. So within that price, you get your name, initials, or whatever you want to be engraved. If, of course, the dices are not part of it, but
On World Championship, which Miami also started to do that, you are not allowed to bring your own board. So you have to play what they give it to you. But the only thing you need to bring with you is your own dice. So those kind of containers, easy to carry your own dice in your pocket and just go to the tournament. You don't need any board, you don't need any cube, nothing. But you have to have your own dice. So it's great to carry with you in your pocket without losing the dice here, there. All of them are together.
these are aluminum boxes. Again, the other previous one was wooden, made from a walnut tree, and these are aluminum boxes. Again, it's she personally engraves them with initials or logos. The thing is, these are very helpful because especially in Turkey, Istanbul, and Cyprus tournaments, they and now Miami provides you with the boards. You shouldn't be bringing your own boards, especially if it's very heavy. You should not carry it. But they all ask you to bring your own dice. So carrying the dice with you, and even if you forget it on the table, with sometimes with the excitement of winning or the depression of losing, sometimes you forget it. It's got all your initials all over the place. So people come and find you and give it back to you. So it's a nice accessory to have, especially for backgammon players, to carry the dice in these boxes if it is personally engraved.
And in addition to the boxes, you also carry the dice. So it looks like you have many different colors and different sizes as well.
Correct. As I said, the manufacturer in Turkey wasn't able to supply us with a precision dice. So he put some dice in it. We wanted to make sure that whoever buys it, they buy a complete package. They don't have to go and buy extra things to go with it. So we kind of imported these as well, but these are coming from China, not
Yeah.
Turkey. The doubling cube and the precision dice.
Yeah.
So initially we said we'll bring just enough to cover the backgammon boards, and in the end we said why don't we bring a few extra so if people want to buy, they can buy that too. So we've
Yes.
got, I
And
believe, 9 or 10 colors. Uh,
yes.
if you select a different picture, there'll be different colors to go with it.
Oh, there were other ones. Let me go back and look because I think I didn't see that. Okay.
Now, if you select a
Oh,
different,
different color?
where it says color, select a different color and select a different size for it.
Oh, okay, okay. So this is the color. This is the blue one. Okay.
That's the blue one.
So I
I
like
think
to
we
look at
need to
all
go
of
at it
them.
all together 9. You can change
This is
it
the
to
red
red.
one, yellow, black. Black is very popular. Green.
Exactly.
And these are translucent, so they're beautiful. Orange. Yeah, and very competitive pricing for the dice. And for me, like one of the things I like to do is like I have checkers, I have different surfaces, and I pick different dice. And usually, you play with two different colored dice, and I like to match my dice with the checkers. So I'll roll it through a baffle box, and on the opening roll, whichever die is higher matches your checker. And I have many different colors of checkers, and I like to have many different colors of dice too. So this is great.
Exactly, Alex.
I also
Exactly.
like the different colors of the
And
doubling cubes. This is beautiful. So
Yeah, we've just got 30 millimeter, but again, we brought two types. One of them is translucent, and the other is not the opaque one, or they call it marble. Basically, if the people leaves it up to us to include four dice, I do it exactly what you said. I want to make sure that one die is actually matches one checker, and the other die matches the other checker, and the extra two I include whatever matches like the board or the popular colors.
right.
But sometimes people ask for, I want one yellow, one black, one this one, and then we include those. And likewise with the doubling cubes as well. They can choose and whichever one they want. The doubling cubes, we include one with the Florida uh, boards because it comes with a small doubling cube, so it should come with one of these. But again, for the Georgia ones, it comes with its own metal type professional cube.
Yes, I like these doubling cubes a lot. They're the translucent ones and they're the marble ones. And it looks like they may be different sizes on this picture, but they're both 30 millimeters. Is that correct?
They are all 30 millimeters. We've just got one size. And again, with this, in different venues, I've seen this going as much as $49.
Yeah.
Um,
It-
we are, yes, we're not in this to make a living. Okay, we've got our own car dealership,
Right.
and we're making the money from there. This is fun. This is enjoyment. This is doing something you love.
Exactly.
um, it's our prime hobby, and not only would we want to enjoy ourselves, but with this reasonable and as low prices as low as possible, we want people to enjoy and share that excitement with us.
I really like the different colors and the sizes and the fact that the numbers are very visible. It's very good for chouettes, so you can have multiple different dice,
Correct.
multiple different doubling cubes. Um, okay, so very good. I think we went through everything on the website, at least all the items, and then people can click here, ultimate performance, handcrafted leather, the color variations. I will put a link to your website where people can order, and it's very easy to order. And here's your information here at the bottom. Uh, okay, so we'll stop that. So that was a fantastic overview. I think uh, the colors are beautiful, the quality is outstanding, and the price points are very competitive. So I think it's great for anybody. We did go through a lot of different boards and accessories on the website. We discussed your boards. Is there anything else that we missed that you would like to mention about your boards?
Well, as I said, just to sum it up, it's our passion, it's our excitement, it's number one hobby for us, and having boards that people can access with reasonable prices, very high quality. And that was the starting point, and I think we've achieved that, don't
Yes,
we?
we did. We did greatly.
I think that's very important because when you have someone who manufactures some product, if it's just a manufacturing thing, okay, there might be issues, there might be this, there might be that, but for people like you who love and enjoy the game and they manufacture the products. There's a very high attention to detail because you play the game. You know you want the checkers to be like this, you want the board to be like this. So every little detail is very fine tuned, and that's outstanding. I can see that well in the pictures.
Well, um, thank you very much, Alex.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for giving us this opportunity. And it was very nice talking with you on this topic.
It's my pleasure. Hopefully,
Thank
I can
you.
have you back again. You're welcome anytime. Maybe we can play some games together. But
Exactly.
yeah, before we conclude, do you have any final comments?
Well, backgammon should be more widely spread, and I think these having these boards will start getting in the right way, and it will be hopefully played in wider community. But this was a great opportunity, and thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank
Great.
you very much.
It's my pleasure. We'll go ahead and conclude. I agree. We want to promote backgammon as much as possible. Making boards is an outstanding way. That's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel. I think backgammon is a visual game, and when people watch things, hopefully they'll play. So we'll go ahead and conclude. As I mentioned, thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description of where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your dice.